Continuing our look back through the ages, we have arrived at 2023 with Legacy Evolution, and a figure I never in a million years thought would happen. Comic Universe Tarn. Now, Tarn in the comics was kind of sadistic. He led the Decepticon Justice Division, which, if you don't know, one, I'd highly recommend that you read the IDW comics, and two, the Decepticon Justice Division would hunt down any traitorous Decepticons and execute them in very, very brutal ways. Tarn here was the leader, and he turned into this really cool-looking Cybertronian tank. Now, Tarn was not always originally Tarn. He took the name from the first Decepticons, or the first city, to fall to the Decepticons during the war. Tarn, which is also where Megatron was from in the comics. And, yeah, I think they translated it very well. I do kind of wish his knee pads could fold down, but that's a very minor complaint. And really, I don't have any complaints with this guy other than that, and that's really very minor. Full disclosure, mine, while I was transforming it one day, the, as you can see here, that clip broke off. That's my fault, not the figure's. And it does not hinder my enjoyment of the figure at all. I still love this thing. If I can get this back on. Alright. But, yeah. So, articulation, you have spinning turret. These cannons can move up, they can move down slightly. You can spread these guns right here. And, that's basically it for articulation in tank mode. One thing that's kind of funny. So, he can't roll. But they molded in faux wheels that would help it roll if these were actual wheels. But they're not, they're just molded on. So he just slides. I find that really funny. Like, don't ask why, I just find that hilarious. But yeah, let's get in close on some of the details. You'll see this in robot mode too. You'll see most of these details actually better in robot mode, but still. Yeah. And yeah, his face is just kind of there. He is just there. But yeah, now, for comparison, we're going to bring him in with a motorcycle. Shatterglass Flame War. Yeah, this is not accurate scaling whatsoever. But, you know, who really cares? Now, let's get down to transformation. First thing you're going to want to do, pop the turret off and go ahead and rotate this bottom section right here. Angle the cannons however you want. And here we have the rest of Tarn. Now, you're going to want to lift up his legs just a little bit. Then you're going to want to... His knees are on this kind of joint that, yeah. Bring it up and click his knees into place. Move this faux tread piece down. Go ahead and unthoop the tread and bring it forward like this, tabbing it in. This tab right here will go into the slot. Go ahead and close that up, making the tread, or, you know, completing the illusion. Do the same thing on this side. Come here, bring these sections around, and unpeg the arms from the thighs. From there, you can bring the legs back down all the way, and bring the feet up. And there you have And there you have Tarn. I'm kidding. So what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to untab this section right here, bring it up and rotate it. You're going to want to take these cannons, bring them up. They will thoop into place. Next, you're going to want to untab the legs. Bring the chest down a little bit so you can have room to swing these treads up and up like that. While you've been doing that, you also want to make sure the chest piece comes down if yours isn't broken like mine. You're going to want to shift the treads inwards like that, then tab the chest in. Bring up his head. Flip it around, revealing that awesome Decepticon insignia mask. Come to the back, bring it up, and tab it in. And take the cannons and plug them onto his arm. And there we have, if I didn't bump the table, Legacy Evolution Comic Universe Tarn. And he looks amazing. Oh my gosh, he looks like he jumped straight out of the fucking comic. I'm not even joking. So let's get in close on that head sculpt. Which is a nice Decepticon emblem mask. I do wish the mask was removable, but that's very minor. Come back down to the chest, come here. I love how they added clear plastic to make it look like the Energon. Yeah. That nice codpiece. There's his thighs, his feet. Yeah. The arms are really cool. The shoulders, I love how they did the treads. And yeah. So Tarn is really, really cool in my opinion. For comparison, let's bring in our Gamer Edition Cliffjumper. And our Legacy Animated Prime. And they are about the same height. Technically Tarn's just slightly taller if you include these. If not, then he's technically slightly shorter. But yeah, there we go. So yeah. Now, articulation-wise, Tarn is movable. The head is on a ball joint. As well as the hinge joint for transformation, so you can get him looking all the way up. And down ever so slightly. The arms are, of course, on universal hinges. They can go up about that far. You can do a full 360. Shoulders are on you do have bicep rotation. You have this joint for transformation, if you want to use it. You have over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. The wrists can rotate, and the hands can open and close. That is freaking cool. You do have waist rotation. Pretty loose on mine. You can kick up, that far. You can kick back, that far. Outwards, you can do, if you move that out of the way, you can get about that much range of motion. Which, his codpiece right here, like, that is a separate piece, as you can see when it moves. Which I think that's really cool. He does have thigh rotation. Nice. There's no hollow spacing on the thighs, which is rare for Hasbro. Which is really cool. You can get about that much knee bend. If you undo the transformation joint, you can get even more knee bend. How freaking cool is that? The feet can move up that far, can move back that far, and you do have some ankle pivot. So yeah, this guy is very, very posable. So yeah, like I said, very, very posable. So guys, there you have it. That has been my look at Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager Class TARN. If you want this figure for yourself, you can look on Amazon, eBay. I will say, scalpers got a hold of this guy really quickly. So you're probably going to be paying a bit more than retail for this guy. But, you know, still I highly recommend it, especially if you're a fan of the IDW comics. Or a fan of TARN. And, so guys, that has been my look at him. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment down below, subscribe for more. And I will see you all in the next video.